All right, well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, the Raven here, bringing you a new game, Darkest Dungeon. V- Very awesome. I've been intrigued with this since it first was created. I usually don't ever buy early access games unless they're like an inch from being released or they are released. But this game, I saw an ad for it in PC Magazine. I mean, PC, not PC Magazine, PC Gamer, and it intrigued me. The art style, the mechanics of the game, and just its feel as a whole. The music, the soundtrack, everything. I heard nothing but good things about. Um, the one thing that before I buy anything, I read a lot of reviews. You try to study up on the subject because I mean it's your money. You know what I mean? Why throw it away? On a whim or a chance. Lately, to be honest, a lot of Steam reviews have been very negative. Seems like a recent update made the game more difficult. That turned off a lot of people because it's already a difficult game. However, as you see in that very brief intro, the game is designed to be difficult. You're unlike Final Fantasy, where you have a set group of heroes, you level them up, and you beat the game with that said group. With this game, you have to make sacrifices, you have to make choices. Yeah, you may be in love with this one hero or one character, but they might get killed, something might happen, and you might have to start over with another hero. That turns a lot of people off. It's not very conventional. I've seen some, after the negative reviews, I went to YouTube to watch a lot of playthroughs to see if the rumors were true. Basically, after the latest update, things are impossible to beat. Your top level team is getting wiped out by like level 1 roach or whatever. So, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It does seem difficult. It seems like it takes a lot of knowledge, a lot of know-how about the game, its enemies, its environment, the synergy between your characters, how they attack and how they work together. It just seems like a lot of cool mechanics. It does seem difficult, but it doesn't seem to be overwhelmingly, insurmountably impossible, as I've heard or read on reviews. So, anyway, it's close to release. The website says February next year, and at the moment it's December. I don't know if it's the 31st. Let me check my phone. Sorry about that. It's the 28th. So as I make this video, it's December 28th, 2015, and the full release is 2 months away. So there's still some time for some updates and some things to be added. But so far, I want to jump into it now. I mean, I just couldn't resist. Plus, it was on sale on Steam, half off. So there's another incentive. So anyway, let's get going. I have never. Can I delete darkest? Okay. That's gonna be my title for my village. Somebody described it as a Steam building simulator. Okay, and another thing I'm gonna explain, since it's on camera, in memory of, it's a sarcastic t-shirt. It says in memory of when I cared. It's not in memory of someone who passed or anything tragic. It's just a sarcastic t-shirt.
Like suggestion through the corrupted countryside.
Let me move the mouse out of the way so I can watch the movie.
Ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness
and I got
in the
my
ancient
hot tea.
Cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors.
Wow.
So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss,
carriage is through booking.
We will find our redemption.
I like the narrator's voice. All the YouTube videos I watched, the art style on both the characters, the heroes, and the enemies is so amazing. It got to a point where I just look, I don't want to watch any more YouTube videos because it's spoiling the cool enemies and cool bosses and cool encounters. I don't want to know too much, you know what I mean? It's one thing to research a game, it's another thing to just know everything before you even do anything. So yeah, this is the tutorial, I guess. To move forth, click another room on the map to display, and this will take you to the connecting hallway.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet
Well, in a
is just
hallway,
ahead.
press D to move forward, A to move back. If you prefer the mouse, you can click ahead or behind the party to move them. Okay. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna use the
Dispatch this
D-pad.
thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Combat is turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon and click on a highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot or there are no valid targets. Mouse over to see skill requirements. Okay, pretty straightforward. So it's his go. Open vein melee. And some of the things I have no idea what they mean, like ACC base 85. I don't know what that means. Now what's this? Grape shot range 80, minus 60%, minus 70%. Well, if I can get this on this guy, I'm gonna do that. Wow, so he's hurt and he's on bleed, which from YouTube I know that bleed is like a damage over time effect. I've also seen this before, that the enemies have the ability to rearrange your character's formation by either knocking somebody down or back, or grabbing somebody and yanking them forward. So it's like Final Fantasy, like 10 times higher. Like instead of just, I'm gonna cast ice on this next turn, or the boss healed, or he did something to me, so I'm gonna heal myself. It's like, where are my guys standing? What are they doing? So very interesting. What do we have here? Smite melee 85, 15% damage versus unholy. That's pretty cool. I already like the Crusader. Crusader seems tight, and some characters seem to get along with each other better. Zealous accusation. I don't like this damage modification minus 75% on these stats. Okay. And Bulwark of Faith. All those moves seem nice. I really like the Crusader already. And he dodged. And that's also a big factor. Dodges. You can dodge, they can dodge.
Destroy
But
them all.
let's take that gold. Alright, so here's a interactive objects, curios. While exploring, you will often find interactive objects. Click or press W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. What if I don't want to? You can. I think you can just walk past stuff, because a lot of things have traps, like it'll poison you, or a hand will come out and grab you, or something like that. So from what I've seen, a lot of times, sometimes it's just simply best to walk past it. But clearly where the ambushers camp. Check inside the tent. Ignore. So you do have the option
Leave nothing
to
unchecked.
ignore.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Jade. Well, they're 250 gold each. There's two of them, so that's 500 gold. Plus 500 gold here. So that's 1,000 gold so far, which is pretty cool. Let's not linger. So we're at a doorway to a room. Let's go inside. Oh, okay. W is up to go inside.
Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Alright, so we have Brigand Bloodletter. He has 35 hit points. We have Brigand Fusilier, a ranged asshole, who has 12 hit points. Now this guy does a lot of damage, but he can hit everybody. I've seen him shoot like a gun that like covers the whole party with stuff. So I believe this guy can be dealt with, but I want to get rid of this range guy if I can. Can I get this guy? Oh, I can't. I wish it would say like which guys I could use tracking. Okay, so here's a this is a self buff. Well, since he can't do anything, let's just have him hit this guy. 9 is good out of what do you have, 35? Oh, a double dodge from us. Pretty good. Yeah, out of 35, 9 is pretty good. What do we have here? Let's see if I can stun this guy. Is that possible? Oh, yes, we stunned him. Okay, so that negated his turn, which is good because that dude does a lot of damage. I'm gonna get one more attack on this guy. I wanted to kill the ranged guy first, but since it seems like I'm not gonna be able to, I'm gonna deal with this dude. Okay, well he pushed him back for me, so that saves me having to actually use a move against him. They said, okay. Alright, that missed. He misses that move a lot. More than I would like. This only hits one person. Pistol shot. Well, I'm gonna keep working on the big guy since we already got him. Might as well keep going. And another double dodge against the... I'm gonna see if I get another stun damage on this guy. Oh, he resisted it. Alright, he's gonna punish him. Okay, 4 isn't brutal. Okay, stress. Stress is another thing, and another reason why I was intrigued by this game. Just like in real life, as you go through life, things wear on you. You know, they get on your nerves, or they depress you, or you know, they irritate you, or you know, things happen. You know, I mean, it's not all roses. It's a journey. I'm gonna do another pistol shot. It's a journey we have to go through.
No intrinsic merit,
and it would be the same on characters. I mean, think about Final Fantasy, which I keep going to as my main example, or Skyrim or anything. These heroes, they go up against like giant monsters, crazy abominations, like nightmarish creatures that no human being has ever even witnessed before. And it's like, but they just whoop the guy and they just keep going on their merry little way. Or somebody, one of the party members gets killed and they just keep going, you know, nothing, you know, it doesn't change anything basically. When in real life, loss does matter. If you lose someone that's close to you, if you take a hard hit in life, or you know, such as illness or financial ruin or destruction of your home and this type, you know, stuff like that, it does take a toll. Everything has emotional gains and losses. So anyway, stress, if you get too stressed out, stuff starts to happen. You develop disorders in this game. So a beloved character who's like this ace murderer, like he's just beating the hell out of all the enemies, he gets so stressed out from the journey, something happens to him, his mind snaps, and he could, you know, do any type of crazy thing. And there's a ton of harmful effects or whatever. Adds to the difficulty, which I don't know why. I'm gonna use something else. I'm gonna use Zealous Accusation. Well, that hit. And he's gonna try to shoot my guy there. I can't use pistol shot because it's... Let's stab the guy.
As the fiend falls,
alright.
a faint hope blossoms.
So rifling through the corpses reveal keys. More jade. More gold. You can stack up to 1,500 gold in a stack, I believe. Or is it 1,200? It's one of them, but you eventually you will have to use another treasure slot for gold. And I don't mind item management in games. If you play Final Fantasy 1, you can only hold 20 things period, and not 20 stacks of, different items. 20 items period. Like one potion equals one slot. So if you have 20 potions, that's all you have. You don't have anything to revive your party. You don't have anything that deals with other negative effects. So it's not, a lot of the reviews were like, oh my gosh, you can only carry one of this, or some of that, and it's like, come on. But generations, people are born every day, and younger generations aren't used to like things that are difficult. A deed, scriven records of land grants in generations past. What does this do? It just, I mean, can you sell it? I don't know. I'm just grab it just for the hell of it. Completing a quest. Have you completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just click the crest. You don't need to return to the starting room of the dungeon to exit. So you can, that's another thing. You can quit. A lot of reviews were like, well, I wasn't able to get to the end with these guys. Okay, well, if you see that things are going south, you gotta learn when to hold them, learn when to fold them. So, I don't know. It's not like once you're in there, and that's another thing. Final Fantasy 1, if you go down to like the bottom level of a dungeon, you run out of item supplies, 2 of your characters are dead, 1 is about to die, you have to physically backtrack out and re-encounter. And if you get jumped 100 times, monster encounters 100 times, that's what happens. And you could get killed on the way out. With this game, you could just quit out, basically every dungeon. So once again, I think the reviews weren't as accurate as I would hope. So quest complete. Alright, return to Hamlet or continue adventuring. So let's go up to this chest. Something doesn't look quite right with this one. If I ignore it, can I click it again? Because what does this do? Eat to restore health and stave off hunger. Each party member generally consumes 1 unit per meal. So he won't eat the food? That's weird. Alright. So now let's take a risk with this chest. Okay, you can go back to it if you ignore it. And it's trapped. He's been blighted. So what does blight do? 2 damage per round for 3 rounds. So basically that's 6 points of health damage. Alright, well, you can only go back. So a lot of people said they were killed on the tutorial in our light level. That's another thing that affects the dungeon. If it's bright, it's safer, but there's less reward. If it's dark, it's way more dangerous, but if you do manage to pull it off, it's high risk. So once again, it's more about risk management than it is about creating a super invincible hero that could just kill everything without ever dying, and you never need to fix him or replace him or anything. Or that super party, that unbeatable team. So light level 70 goes up to scouting, plus monsters to be surprised. And you want monsters to be surprised. I don't know why he said halt. So, okay, blight is 6 damage to everyone, because my second guy took damage too. So you do learn. A lot of people are saying that the tutorial doesn't help you at all. So anyway, let's just leave since we conquered both rooms. A lot of people are saying the tutorial, I couldn't even beat it. I got party was wiped on a tutorial, and I'm not seeing that. Okay, so we got some heirlooms. Now let's see what. Now this also intrigues me. At the end of a dungeon, you get certain called quirks. Some are good, some are bad. Some things help you in the next time around. Some things will really hurt. They annoy, or they'll impede, or they really hurt the next time around. So it's up to you. Is this guy worth? If you have a favorite adventurer or whatever, but he comes down with psychosis. He does damage to his own teammates. He's fixated on corpses or whatever. So whenever he sees a dead enemy, he won't attack. And you're in a dungeon full of skeletons. I mean, you have to decide: is this guy worth taking? Is he worth fixing? Is he worth replace? Should I replace a person? So let's go back to town. Short on
Welcome
gold, selling
home,
wanted crap.
such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
All right, so this is week 1. So they went from their apprentices, which is basically level 1. I just did the tutorial, makes sense. Quest goals: defeat the wizened hag, defeat the apprentice necromancer, defeat the siren, defeat the swine prince, defeat the brigand 8-pounder. Okay, brigand 8-pounder, defeat the sodden crew, defeat the incohate flesh, defeat the sonorous prophet. Okay. Defeat the hag, defeat the necromancer. So there's a apprentice necromancer right here, and then there's a full-on necromancer right here, which I guess hopefully I can beat the apprentice first. Defeat the alluring siren, the swine king, the brigand 12-pounder, sunken crew, unstable flesh. So I guess basically it's there's only like 5 bosses. They just increase in power, strength, and ability as the dungeons get harder. I think the ultimate is like champion level dungeon, and they do say stuff. Your characters, it lets you know their state of mind and that type deal. If he's saying stuff like "I'm gonna kill myself," I wouldn't recommend bringing that guy into the next dungeon. So roster goals. Okay, these are class people, and it's basically these are basically get every type of class to the max level, which is level 6. All right, cool. So let's get out of there. I'm gonna play for a little bit more. Get help where you may. On screen in the game, on any screen in the game, press and hold H to see contextual help for controls in that mode. Try it while in town, exploring, fighting, camping, and more. Okay, let's press H. Right click. Okay, stage coach, recruit new heroes, blacksmith, upgrade heroes' weapons and armor, guild, upgrade heroes' combat skills, survivalists, stress relief, treat heroes' quirks and diseases, purchase rare items. Okay, helpfully. So let's go to the stagecoach. Oh, okay. Complete more quests to unlock. Oh wait, now here's the stagecoach. That's the nomad wagon. Ancestors' memory. View ancestors' memoirs. Okay, the story of the game is that there was this old mansion and this noble family lived there. They were rich and powerful. I guess as time goes on, people grow old and they leave this place for a better place, and this family happens to be down to like this one old last geezer or heir to the estate or whatever, and near the end of his life he's trying different things like getting drunk, sleeping with a bunch of women, I guess doing whatever drugs are available. There's not very many drugs that are new. As the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. I mean, opium has been around for thousands of years, weed, all types of plant, all the drugs that we derive from different plants, those plants have been there since before humans were there, so obviously those aren't new. But anyway, he's trying different drugs, he's women and booze. That's not cutting it, so he dives into his memoirs of his family, realizes that the house is built on some kind of ancient burial ground or something like that, or it's a portcullis to even the darkest dungeon, the most evil places and monsters, period. So he decides that he's gonna get a party together, go down there and try it out. It doesn't work out. Spoiler alert for those who haven't played it. Spoiler alert right here. But if you're interested, go get the game or go watch the video on Steam. The one of the what do you call those videos when they want previews or Trailer. That's the word I'm looking for. So you can go watch the trailer. But anyway, for those who you don't ain't finna do all that, spoiler alert: the guy winds up, his party gets killed. He managed to escape with his life, but he's cracked. He kills himself and tells his son or somebody to come, rectify this wrong. Stop the evils of the dungeon or whatever. So anyway, let's go to Stagecoach to recruit new
Women
heroes.
and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
You'll need to recruit these two heroes to fill out a party of 4. Drag and drop them in your roster. While you're here, spend some time in your starting resources on upgrading the Stagecoach network. This will increase the number of heroes available here in the future. To upgrade, click the plus symbol on the left, then click the upgrade. Okay. And this is just a help screen. You can't actually select anything. Let's close this. So right now I have Maminot or Mamino. Maybe that's a French name, I'm guessing. Which I've been studying French on this app, but the pronunciation stuff. There's a lot that's way out of me. If my friend were playing, I'd ask her. Roussel. So she is a Vestal. A Vestal, that's a cleric. So we're gonna get a cleric. Drag hero to roster to recruit. Come on, Roussel.
Pious and unrelenting.
And this is a plague doctor, which he's one of those characters. I mean, this game has all different classes, but some of the classes, they just don't seem to cut it. Well, now that is one of the complaints that I do see that a lot of reviewers were making. And some of the classes, like their attacks are weird. Like it'll hit one guy in the front and one guy in the back for like 2 damage apiece. Stuff that it may, if you pull it off in certain situations, could be amazing. But if you really want earnest play, that doesn't cut it. Like if you're trying to beat a boss, 1 or 2 damages here and there, or something spread out wide doesn't really help you. So I guess the way to deal with that is, when you're screwing around, use the weird classes. But when you're serious, like when you need ass kicked, use ass kickers, So we got the first crew. Stagecoach is empty. Let's see, what is in here? We're not going to go to Ancestors' Memories. That's probably like text and back lore.
Most will end up here.
The graveyard.
Covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Okay, so I guess this is where your heroes go when they get killed in the dungeon. Yeah, view fallen heroes. Makes sense. Complete more quests to unlock. Alright, everything else is locked. So we have 6,000 gold. Can we do anything else here? Alright, well, there's nothing else we can do. So let's embark on one more. We're gonna do one more.
And morbidity. Your
and
work begins.
If these 4 characters get killed, by my own foolishness, and I'm a noob. I watched a couple videos, but that doesn't make me an expert. These are just the very first 4 people I've gotten, so I'm not gonna shed tears if they all wind up in the graveyard. But I will try to prevent that because that's what I believe in. That's my play style. So anyway, we only have one area we can go to. That's the ruins. It's short goals. Complete 100% of room battle. So every room we have to win. Alright, how do we go in there actually? Okay. These are the rewards. Eldritch Slayer's Ring. 25% damage versus Eldritch. That's, I guess, magical creatures or people who use magic. But you lose 2 dodging ability, which is very important because those dodges save your life. I mean, that I did gather from the YouTube videos. Sculpted bust of a once prominent local figure. I guess you sell that or whatever. Gold increases. Okay, gold is gold. You know, doesn't need an explanation. So anyway, how do we go in here? All right, why does this just turn this in a circle? How do I actually go? These are options. Book. Okay, well, this is a helpful opportunity to press the letter H. Click on an available quest to inspect them. Click on heroes. Oh, okay, I have to form an adventuring party. Heroes that are in a tavern or abbey or sanitarium will be unavailable for use. Okay, that's okay. See, they tell you in the game, press the letter H. So basically, I only have 4 guys. So let's put this strong guy up front. She's our cleric. We'll put her in back. He's also a pretty good range guy. He can get up close and he can shoot dudes. So I'm gonna do this. Let's provision ourselves.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
I knew he was gonna say in blood. If you want to make different supplies depending on what region you're going to, how long the quest is, your own preferences, but always bring food and torches. For your first short quest, try bringing at least 8 food and 4 torches. Okay. Let's get 8 food, 4 torches, as they say. Now, these herbs cleanse items and prevent maladies. Also can be applied to the hero. I'm going to bring bandages because bleeding, the blood, the damage over time effect on your heroes kicks a lot of ass. I mean, that's one of the most devastating things they can do. Blood, bleeding out, and blight seem to really take its toll more than the hero's attacks. I mean, any singular attack can be healed, but if you have something that's like constantly kicking your ass, no matter what you do, like, you know, you might want to do something about that. A key might take 1 for. I'm gonna go down to maybe no less than 3,000. I don't want to go under 3,000. Take some holy water for good measure. Oh, and a couple of shovels. Alright, so also gold allows you to hire new people or stuff like that. So gold is important. You don't want to buy a bunch of stuff. I mean, because of the difficulty of the game, you do want to prepare yourself, but you don't want to go broke buying a bunch of stuff that you wind up not needing. So let's go. This will be final dungeon I do, and I'll end the video. Whether I'm successful or not, this is live. This isn't. I'm not post narrating. This isn't scripted. It's just basically I bought it on Steam.
And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Quirk skills and resistance. Right click on a hero's image or portrait at any time to bring up a detailed panel showing all the hero's quirk skills and resistances. That might be good to know. So anyway, God-fearing. In town will only pray. He can only relieve stress by praying to God. That's not the worst thing. Prone to stealing stuff. Kleptomaniac. I don't know what to do with that. A lot of these statuses and stuff I'm very unfamiliar with. Warrior of Light, 10% damage if torch above 75. That's good. So if you keep the light high, that keeps his damage up. Hard Noggin, 15% stun resist, very good. Quick reflexes plus speed. Known cheat, is not allowed to gamble while in town. Okay, so if he gets some kind of malady that only gambling can relieve, that'll screw him up. Okay, so I mean, it's just the beginning, nothing overly devastating. Cove Scrounger, 10% scouting chance in coves, but from what I've heard, the cove is like insanely difficult, like, I mean, ass kicking to the maximum. So, and this guy's level 1, so that is totally unhelpful because we're not in that area, number 1. Number 2, if he was in that area, he'd get one-shotted or something like that. So that's not a very good quirk. Balanced. 15% move resist. Well, that protects, from being pulled forward, knocked back. So that's good. So what's his problems? Fragile. He's lost 10 max hit points. When his, if you look, max hit points is only 20. That's very low. I've seen crits for like 20, 25. So maybe I should have put him even further back than the cleric. If I'd have known he was that weak, I probably would have done that. Minus virtue chance, mercurial. I don't know what virtue is, so we don't know. Okay, wield scrounger. 10% scattering chance in the wield. I don't know if we're in the wield. Scattering. Minus 5% damage on range skills. So that's... We've started off... These guys... Some of them have some... These last two have some pretty bad debuffs. Let's hear. Let's go move to this room. Okay, what do we got? Cultist Brawler, Cultist Acolyte, Bone Soldier. Now this chick casts a lot of magic and crap. What do we have with you? Plague Grenade ranged. Blight. Blinding Gas range. It stuns. Melee. And it only hits the, I guess it hits the first 2 rows. This is the back 2. Battlefield Medicine, heal 1-1, cure blight, bleed on self. So that just cures blight and bleed on himself. So he can take care of himself pretty well. Let's get off a plague grenade. Well, maybe we can stun this witch. Okay, good. That'll shut her up. We're gonna have these 2 dudes. We're gonna pistol shot this cultist brawler. Oh, that doesn't work. Let's try open vein on him. Oh yeah, that puts some bleed on him. What she have? Judgment, range. Self heals 3 hit points, and it does some damage. I wish it would say how much. Let's hit this witch with judgment. Oh wow, 6 out of 13. That's half her health. That's very good. Stunning blow. Now let's try to kill someone. Let's hit both of these 2. Yeah, that's good.
A death by
Oh, bleed killed that guy. Awesome. Alright, graveyard slash. Oh, wow. I see 8 out of 20. That's a lot. 10 would have been half. So you can see that the game doesn't play around. You have to pay attention to that. What do we have here? These 2 are both pretty rough. Also our light level is high, so that's pretty good. He's not bleeding or anything, so let's just try to get this witch out. And she resists being bled out, so that kind of sucks. Okay, ACC probably stands for accuracy. I feel so stupid now. Both of them are 85% chance. Grape shot blast hits all 3. Well, I should have done that in the beginning. It missed and the other person dodged it. So she hit him with something. Oh, she put a lot of stress on him. 19 stress. Stress 39 out of 200. It's something to pay attention to, but it's not the worst. That dude's almost half health, so let's heal you. Keep him from dying. Stunning blow. Can we take out the witch?
Is broken.
Oh.
Maintain the offensive.
Okay. Corpses. When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles and will eventually go away on their own. You can attack corpses to destroy them faster, but often a better approach is to use range skills, push-pull skills, and even corpse clearing special skills that some heroes possess. Monsters killed with bleed, blight, or crits leave no corpses at all. So that's another reason why you want bleed, blight, and damage over time effects. Alright, 7. 15 out of 22. And he's hurt. He needs help. Let's open vein this asshole. Oh wait, they don't resist. They don't bleed. I wish it would tell you like what monsters are immune to, but it would make sense that a skeleton wouldn't bleed. I don't know why I tried that. That was silly on my part. So anyway, we have healing. Let's get you healed up. And let's just slash this guy. Try to finish this battle.
Destroy.
All right, we got some gold. Deed. Don't know. Onyx. Oh wow, 500 gold each. Let's keep one of those. Deed. I'm not sure if I want a deed. Like I still don't know. Well, I'm gonna keep it just in case. This is just the first dungeon. So what's our stress? Pretty high. He's almost at quarter. 50 stress would be 1/4 of 200. So it's pretty stressful. Not the most stress, but these two need help. What's our light level? 84. Let's go forward. All right, we have an obstacle. Shovel.
Seems bent on preventing passage.
All right, shovel is good. Curio area. A partially intact set of experimental equipment. Now this stuff, it purifies evil's things. That item had no effect. Okay, so I basically just wasted it. Well, let's just try to grab it. The experience did not yield any findings, so I basically wasted a holy water. All right. So I guess what's our light level now? This is 60, so it's not the least amount. It really just adds stress. So we can push on. Select a destination on the map. And we didn't procure any scouting. Sometimes I see scouting or whatever. Trap. Okay, she got trapped. We don't have anybody.
No clemency in this place.
The guy said carelessness will find you no clemency. And once, as another YouTuber put, I wasn't careless. It was a random happening. It wasn't like I saw, look at this pit full of spikes. Let's play around. You know what I mean? So let's check this out. What we got here? The torch. The light is fading. The current torch level greatly affects many mechanics. Darker it gets, harder things get, but better rewards. Okay. Well, we just got we just got a plus loot in a player clit, so we get that came out wrong. Player crits. So anyway, now that we have plus loot, let's loot this purse first. Then we'll increase our light level back. Since this is, I'm new to this, I'm gonna play it safe. Pack contains loot. We got 150 gold and a torch. That's it. Oh, and another onyx piece. So each one is 500 gold. That's 1,000 gold. And we got a torch, which we're gonna use. How do we do that? Shift click to reduce torch. It's only telling me how to decrease it. How do I use this? Okay, a right click uses a torch, increases the light level. I don't want us to get surprised. What is this? Whistles. Oh crap. So what? Okay, his status calls him to do that. Kleptomaniac. Because he's a kleptomaniac, he can't not steal or whatever. He can't not grab things, even if it's booby trapped. So that's just an example of some of the negative effects coming into play there. I like that. It tried to get him with blight, but he resists blight. What's his resistance? His blight is 30% base plus 10% to his resolve level. So he is an apprentice crusader. Are they still like seekers? And they're seekers, so they don't have any plus anything. So that actually that wasn't so bad. And once again, I'm loving the art style. I'm loving just the whole feel of the game. Like, look at this background. Look at your characters. Each one is like, you know, they're fighting for good. They're fighting for justice, but they have that grizzled image, that rough image. Like, hey, I may be doing the right thing, but I'll beat that ass. You know what I'm saying? I love that. What's our light level? 55, dim light. Let's keep going. Select a destination room on the map. We've already been here. We need to go here. We didn't produce a scouting thing. If I back up, what will that do? Center map on party. That doesn't do anything. Items. Okay, we don't have a camping log. That's pretty weird. So I guess we're just supposed to just push through this. Let's just keep pushing. There's only 3 more rooms left, and we have to defeat all room fights. Now there are hallway fights too, so the treasure ahead, I'd wager. Okay, shall we skulk in the dark like monsters ourselves? A trap.
Curious is the trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
And that's a good point. People who make traps set them, but a lot of times they're not around when the dang thing goes off. So anyway, there's a curio coming up. Let's increase the light level. A bookshelf full of old leather-bound books. And so I don't know what this glowing bar means at the moment. I'm guessing he's going to be the person to grab it. Let's see. A map is found tucked inside scouting. Okay, I don't know what these symbols mean besides the curio. And this is the room we're headed towards. So let's keep going. And can we heal? Let's see if I can use food. Okay, I can select. I thought it was random who does what, but you can pick who you want to try to test this trap. If somebody's on low health, you don't want them taking that risk. So that makes sense. But then also, if a person's on really high health, I mean, it's up to you, you know. So anyway, let's get some food in. We don't want to use too much too fast. You know, let's just keep them in good shape. Let's get our cleric right. Let's get her in good shape. You need to heal or heal. I play a lot of Neverwinter, which if you're watching this channel, you know that. So what's this? We got an unburned torch. Excellent. Keeps our light level up. We don't know about this. Let's keep it, you know, since it's the beginning. But anyway, I play a lot of Neverwinter. You need to take care of the clerics, period. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, they spend their whole time healing you and taking care of you, so. Alright, where do we go now? Let's go back to this room. There's a hallway fight here. So we gotta be prepared. We're in pretty good shape. Our stress is high on her. High on him. Both almost at a quarter stress, and she's stressing out even more because it's dark. Let's burn a torch. Alright, we got witches. We surprised them. Awesome. Okay, dazzling light, ranged. Judgment hits all 4. Divine grace heals. We're in pretty good shape, so let's try to get her some damage. It stuns. Let's stun this witch asshole. Because they do stuff, you know, they cause stress, they do a bunch of crap. Now where's that grape shot blast? It hits the first 3? Yeah, let's do that. Alright, 3 to 4 to all of them. The witch is getting punished. Let's try to finish her off. But he can only hit the first 2. Well, he can hit the back 2. Let's hit her. And they blighted her. What can he do? He can only hit the first 2. Let's go with divine accusation. Wow, that's great. She got blighted. She's out of stun. They're out of. I ran from the old gods. So this stun guy, they're out of surprise. These two got out of surprise and attack. She just got out of stun. It's her turn. No, it's my turn, but I'm gonna try to polish her off before she gets a chance to do anything. I've noticed that like the melee guys, they do damage, but you can always heal. Whereas the ones that cast spells or puke on you or, you know, disease you or whatever, they like really do the most. They're the worst. So let's see, we can't reach her with any of these. Well, we can that's damage modification minus 100%. Let's just try to polish this chick off with another stun bomb or a blight bomb. And we're gonna try to get him healed up. Let's get all three of these guys.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Witch is out. These dudes are, they're going down, but he needs help bad. So we need our cleric. Let's get in that divine grace on our man. Alright, you. Let's accusation. Maybe kill both of these guys. Let's like me. No, ain't no sense in bullshitting. This game is very difficult, so a lot of people are like, well, you can only, you know, do this or do that. You know, like they made it, they were complaining that, you know, they made it so you have to kill things or whatever. My thing is like, why would you screw around to let the guy be there to do something to you anyway? A lot of these guys do devastating attacks. I've seen monsters that scream at the entire party and all of them get like 20 stress, you know. So what's this? Who's on blood? What is this? He's bleeding. 1 damage per round, 2 rounds. Well, 1 damage isn't the worst. We can give him some food. Let's give him some food to negate what we're gonna lose from bleeding. Let's get on this curio. A rusty iron maiden stands against the wall, clasped shut. Drag it on here to use it on this object. Can I purify it? Is it cursed? We don't want him to do it. Let's change. We don't want our healer to take risks. Let's have our hero be brave and open it. Stashed loot. Alright, we've got 500 gold. And we have a jade, which is 250 gold a piece. Not the most. I mean, since it's very early, I'm going to keep it, but Savage and unborn torch. So we got another torch. We got some more gold. Let's increase our light level. Want to keep that high, keep us stress free. And this room is empty, so this is where we are. Let's go here. We've already been this way. Man, he just got stressed a little bit. Why is he stressing? Why are you stressing, man? What's up? You stressing and you ain't saying nothing. Why you stressing? So let's keep going. We got a curio up ahead. Hunger. The exertions of adventuring have produced a growing hunger amongst the party. Eat nothing, take 20% damage plus stress damage. Wow. Okay. What else do I do here? Okay, I guess I don't have enough food. Okay, so you need enough food for all 4. Each person generally consumes 1 unit per meal, generally. So I need at least 4 food, but I only have 1 food. So I guess I have to take this hunger hit.
Gnawing hunger
So
sets in,
that
turning the body
sucks.
against itself, weakening the mind.
And these people are really stressing here. I don't know how to like de-stress these people. But anyway, oops. I made the wrong guy eat the food. Okay, medicinal herbs. Yeah, none of this is useful for what I'm going through. I'm just gonna have to push on and hope. See, hope these people don't like. Also, if these meters fill, even if it's not max, I think they wig out. So we're just gonna have to keep pushing forward. What's this? Let's take a look. He got stressed. Okay, well, it's better him than one of these two because they're really wigging. What's our light level? Stress. Let's I'm being a neat freak now. I hate the empty spaces. Oh, she got trapped.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Wow, she is about to lose it. So I mean, this is what it says. You can't get attached because, you know, stuff happens. We surprise them, so that's good for us. Let's grape shot blast these three. We got a triple miss and a dodge. Now this dude adds a lot of stress. I wish I could kill him, but let's see if I can at least stun him. Oh, those are blights, not stuns. I picked the wrong thing. Dazzling light range. Okay, she can only heal. Well, let's get a judgment because it does heal and it does hit this guy. So that's half his hit points gone, and she got a little bit of healing from that. Zealous accusation on these two.
Give them no
Oh
quarter.
wow, killed one right off the bat. Yes, bleed damage took out the dang voodoo doctor. That's not his name, but that's what I call all like crazy guys. So anyway, we have a ranged guy back here, which I didn't realize. Tracking shot. Oh, that's just a bonus to himself. I've seen this healer chick heal everyone, so that only hits the first two. Let's just range pistol shot. Let's hopefully he'll get grape shot. Get rid of this corpse while continuing to hurt these guys. Okay, he's hurt bad, but that's not the worst that can happen. Can he heal himself? Heal, blight and bleed. Battlefield medicine. Yeah, you take it easy, dude. You once again. No, not judgment. Divine grace on you. He needs a lot of healing. And you, let's accusation. I love that zealous accusation. I accused you of this, you asshole. So alright, he's in range of our guy. We can probably finish him with pistol shot. Yes. Alright, we got more gold.
Victory, but a victory.
Citrine. Quest complete. Alright, we won. Yeah. Okay, let's return to Hamlet. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. There's
All my home.
well, let me shut up for this part.
Reclaim what is ours.
Alright, so quest rewards 3,000 gold, very awesome. Bust scope, that's just I guess where we get some more of this stuff. Eldritch Slayer's Ring. Sorry, I'm moving the mic around with my hand. Eldritch Slayer's Ring, common, 25% damage versus Eldritch. You can't dodge as often, but you you get those magic assholes out really quick. Collected treasure, another 3,000. So very good run. I'm enjoying that. Let's see what we got here. And see, I was about to end the video. All right, now since we defeated a quest, these are what our pros and cons are left with each hero. Let's check out first guy. Ruins Adventurer, minus 20% stress damage in ruins. That's pretty good. Clutch Hitter, 3% crit if hit points below 50%. So when he's getting his butt kicked, his crit chance go up. That's pretty good. Clutch Hitter. Oh, he got a bad one. Torn Rotator, minus 5% damage melee skills. Well, he's a ranged guy anyway, so that's like, it's a bad thing, but doesn't really matter, kind of. What she got? Nervous, plus 10% stress damage on a person who's already stressed to the max. She's like two steps away from like wigging out, getting something tough. Plus 10% max hit points. So this is one of those things where you gotta decide: should I heal her? Should I keep her?
I can still see their
that type
angry
deal.
faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me, and the letter was on its way.
So we got a little bit more story there from the announcer, and we have a thing about severe negative quirks. Over time, some negative quirks will lock into place and become severe. Severe negative quirks cost much more to remove in the sanitarium. So if you get a skull on it, it means it's locked in and it's severe. The rest of it is just like, it's something stupid that they do, but it's not it's negligible, I guess. So anyway, we're back home. I'm gonna end the video here. I really appreciate y'all watching. I'm really grateful to be able to bring. I want to see what these guys are saying while I'm talking, because I keep hearing the foop foop sound effect of them saying stuff. So anyway, I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to bring gameplay to y'all. It's a special treat, to be a YouTuber. Whether you're successful, whether you make millions of dollars, or whether you're just a guy like me who just does it for fun and does it to get more interesting games out there, to bring up awareness to people who are struggling, give your take, your viewpoints, your tips, that type deal. It's a real pleasure, it's a real gift. And I really thank y'all for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and stay tuned for more Darkest Dungeon, more Neverwinter, more Hotline Miami. Those are the current games I'm into at the moment. And have a great day.